Thinking before humans had language must have been very confusing. Greetings gamers and welcome back to Top 10 Gaming. I'm your host Connor Monroe and I have failed this universe. If you're new here or haven't yet, be sure to like and subscribe for daily gaming content. Video game release dates are as unreliable as my ex, constantly changing their minds and deciding, oh, I'm not feeling it today, let's do it 7 months from now instead. Damn it, Kristen. My troubled past aside, video game releases almost always get delayed, but how about we test my psychic abilities and try to predict some of the future, huh? Good enough. Because that's what we're discussing with today's list of the top 10 video games that will definitely get delayed. I'm probably gonna be more like Hindsight Lad. Roll the intro. And at 10, Animal Crossing: New Horizons. During a Nintendo Direct in September of 2018, Nintendo announced that Animal Crossing would be coming to the Nintendo Switch sometime in 2019. However, the new Animal Crossing game bummed fans by getting delayed until March 20th, 2020. This was announced during their E3 2019 Nintendo Direct presentation. However, since it had been delayed before, the company may not see it as a priority. If they are making money from something else and they need to fix an exploit or glitch, they may focus on that rather than getting the Animal Crossing game to a playable state. Which will probably be the case due to the fact that Nintendo recently announced the expansion for Sword and Shield that adds additional Pokemon, so they may end up working on the next one and push Animal Crossing again. Remember that they did delay it once, therefore they will delay it again. Plus, can we really trust Nintendo anymore? The Switch can't handle all the Pokemon? Pfft, I call shenanigans. And at 9, Persona 5 Royal. P5R is an enhanced port of Persona 5 and will be released exclusively on the PS4. The game was teased on December 30th, 2018 and there were no details behind the project. The game released in Japan on Halloween of 2019 and is set to release on March 31st of this year. With Persona 5 having been delayed in the past, it's fairly evident that the remake/port will need to be delayed as well. Ports are sometimes complicated. You think that everything is working fine, but all of a sudden one thing stops working and you try to fix it, but then something that was working stops, so you need to fix that too. Whatever the case may be, it will definitely get delayed, and there are still like 2 months to delay it. Unless they've been working really hard to get everything done, the English release will end up being delayed, even if they do it just to troll the hell out of you, because they do that. And at 8, The Last of Us 2. Ironically, this game has already been delayed, but my guess is that they're going to delay it again. Like I said with Animal Crossing, delay me once and you'll delay me again. PlayStation and Naughty Dog announced the release date of February 21st, 2020, but only a few weeks after announcing that, the game got delayed to May 29th of 2020. Now let it be known that when I picked these numbers, I had no idea that some of them had been delayed already. I just think it's ironic that the games I honestly thought would get delayed have already been in some cases. Maybe that just means I'm a good judge of delaying. People should pay me to tell you if a game is going to be delayed, but I guess technically that's what's happening right now, since doing this list is my job. Damn, okay. I just think it's key to keep in mind that I think these games will get delayed, even if they already have been delayed in the past, they'll just delay them again. Remember that. And at 7, Disintegration. In Earth's near future, climate extremes, overpopulation, food shortages, and a global pandemic led to nations collapsing and the human race on the brink of extinction. So science invented what we have all been wanting, a human brain being removed and put into a robot. It was supposed to be temporary, and it was a good thing for a while, until the humans didn't want to go back and they started killing each other. While this game seems very interesting and I'll for sure play it, I have a feeling that its set release of 2020 is gonna get delayed. While it may still be in 2020, I think that when they release a day, the game is gonna get pushed back to late this year. They may say in the summer, but my best guess is October of this year or even into April of 2021, which is saying a lot at this point because we're only like 3 weeks into 2020. And at 6, Watch Dogs Legion. This game is promising some big things. Being able to recruit anyone in the game and turn them into a playable character for your rebellion is no small feat, and this game has already been delayed as well. The initial release date was March 6, 2020 and has now been moved to some point during the 2020-2021 fiscal year. So close to the end of this year, but it's probably going to be in 2021 and we all know it. They're trying to give everyone their own set of abilities and stats, and that's a huge task. And based on the sales of the last game, I'm pretty sure they need to nail this one on the head to be able to get anything out of it. And they've given us a huge promise, so they need all the time in the world to deliver. This could very well be one of those games that is always in development because it's such a massive undertaking. It's like Fallout 3. Halfway through at number 5, Half-Life ALYX. Half-Life ALYX is a VR Half-Life game that's set to release in March of this year, but after the announcement, the Valve Index, the Valve VR headset, sold out. This may end up being what causes the game to get delayed. While Valve is trying to get the headsets manufactured in time to get them shipped before release, they aren't currently able to meet the demand. The easiest thing to do would be to delay the game release and take some time to manufacture all the headsets that are on demand. If it's not because of that, it's because they're fixing the game world. Boneworks came out in December of last year and has a fully interactable game world. Every object can be picked up or moved. This means that if Half-Life ALYX, which seems to be advertising a similar thing, doesn't have that, Boneworks will still have more advanced technology. And people were pissed at Spider-Man PS4 for not having enough puddles. Have you seen the puddles in the trailer for this game? There isn't any reflection whatsoever. It's not even ray traced. Like, come on. And at 4, Diablo 4. For anyone excited for Diablo 4, you already have quite the weight on your hands. When the game was announced at BlizzCon 2019, they never set a release date, and it doesn't look like they will anytime soon. Louis Barriga, the game director, said that a game of this scope takes time and that it won't be coming out soon, not even Blizzard soon. Based on the last Diablo game, it was announced in 2008 and not released until 2012. So if we can expect something similar to that, we will most likely see a 2023 release. Since this game is massive and Barriga is setting the expectations low, like I did throughout high school, we may even see a later release. It's safe to assume that any release date we see before 2023 will be pushed back more and more, and if it does get announced for sometime this year, it will be absolutely terrible if released, unless they've been working in secret and basically have the game done, and only said those things to throw you off. And at 3, Metroid Prime 4. Almost 1 year ago, Nintendo released an update about the next installment in the Metroid Prime series, and that they were going to restart the development with the Metroid game, starting from the ground up, and announcing that the installment would be delayed, claiming that the quality was not up to standards and that it was not what they wanted from the new Metroid game. So what you're saying is that the quality was poor, so you restarted development, but you released a Pokemon game with hardly any Pokemon in it. What the actual fuck, Nintendo? You freaking fricks! Well, if the game isn't up to standards again, unless they're dropping, we will see the game get delayed yet again. Perhaps this will be the Half-Life 3 of Nintendo and we will never really see a Metroid Prime 4. But there could have been some internal struggle instead of the reasons given by Nintendo. However, I'm sure everything will be revealed once we actually get the game, if we do, at some point. And at 2, Elder Scrolls 6. Ha! This game is the definition of delayed. The Half-Life 3 of Bethesda was announced with a 36-second teaser at E3 in 2018 and the community exploded, including me. He said then that the game would be released after Starfield, which hasn't gotten itself a release date yet. And based on the teaser we got, we literally don't know anything about this game. We know that it was announced and we know that Todd Howard claimed that we'd be playing it for 10 years, but in all honesty, we probably won't see the damn thing for another 10 years. But then it will be delayed until 2033 because why not? They can just release Skyrim again and everything will be fine. Skyrim with a full body sensor suit, giving you actual damage, and at that point they'd have to ban all the Lover's Lab mods because we all know where that's going. And they better ban them because oh my lord, I never want to see Alduin like that again. I don't know why I watched that video. Finally, in at number 1, Cyberpunk 2077. Literally the day I'm writing this, January 16th, 2020, Cyberpunk 2077 has just announced that it has been delayed just 9 minutes before writing. I put this number down before I actually got to writing the numbers, and I'm in all honesty so surprised that it managed to happen so perfectly with the timing and the number. I literally search up Cyberpunk 2077 when I'm gonna write, and I see that delayed is trending. It feels so good to be right. The game was originally set to release on April 16th, however it has now been delayed to September 17th of this year. In an official statement, CD Projekt Red said that the game is currently complete and playable, but there is still work to be done. Apparently Night City is massive and full of stories that probably need to be fleshed out more. The sheer size and complexity of this game requires them to do more playtesting, since they want to make the game perfect on launch, but we all know it won't be. There will be at least 2 updates for bug fixes that they couldn't find with their testers. There we have it, friends, the top 10 video games that will definitely be delayed. Be sure to comment down below with what games you think will be delayed and what games you hope won't be. And if you enjoyed, why not be nice and like and subscribe? You get some sweet daily gaming content out of it, and ring the notification bell to join the clan and level up. Thank you all so much for watching. I have been and shall remain Connor Monroe, and I'll see you in another video.